What's happening, troops? What's the Batter is on tour again. I feel like every time we're on camera we're always on tour. This morning we're in East Kilbride and we're going into the East Kilbride shop. We've got Danny from Henry Colbeck, who is our, he is our sales manager, but he's also the sales manager for Scotland. And then joining him we have Stuart McDonald, who is the business development manager for Rich Sauces. He's coming up to show us different ways in which we can use their sauces and different types of products and some new stuff that we're looking to get added to the menu. So why don't we go in and see what the guys have came up with and see what's cooking. Let's go. How are you doing, guys? Alright? How you doing? Danny? How you doing? Nice to meet you, mate. Stuart? Nice to meet you. Alright? That's sorted, so let's see what's the Batter.
3 mates at the fryer, award winners no liar, crispy tails around the vat. What's the batter? You're up to bat. Behind the scenes, let's dive in. With our pals, you can't miss a thing. Frying fun from night to noon. Tune in and you'll be hooked soon.
Said to me, see the podcast for the Batter Boys? And I was like, no, he said, check it out. And I post something and shit, when they were up, we were having a right fucking laugh, like, you know, and I'm thinking, please tell me that wasn't all on video. But thankfully you did, you know, you what do you call it? You edited and stuff, moved it up there.
So is this like the sauce we're making for the gyros?
No,
So
what we're going to do
is this a salad for
when
the
you
gyros?
when you look at gyros, they're obviously Greek, you know, so Greek's the main, you know, influence behind it. But when you actually do, I always try and make like one wee, like sort of salad mix that you can just use utilise for everything. That's your sprinkle on, and then on top of that, then you put your chips. If you were doing proper gyros, you would do chips, and then we would do shredded chicken, and then you would do the sauce. So we've got ranch dressing, mango curry. You've got the Louisiana, which you could then do with the blue cheese dressing as well.
Right.
So you can have like a hot wrap, a hot gyro. You can have like a curry gyro. You can have like a Greek gyro using the ranch dressing.
So we'll see for us as well though, we do like chips, we do chicken rice, but we also do like chicken tikka.
Yeah.
And we use it for loaded fries and stuff. So I think something in that would be quite good.
That'll what, see when you go out for an Indian, what do they normally give you? They give you like a mint herb dip. Right, so if you think about it, that's mint, coriander and just some lettuce.
It smells phenomenal.
It smells lovely. So straight away, that, so you've got your flatbread.
Yeah.
You take a bit of that, you take your chips, shredded chicken, whatever the sauce is going to be, whether it be ranch or Louisiana, you then fold it, stick it in your tin foil wrap with your grease-proof wraps. Suddenly you've got your...
So, Stuart, tell me what's in this.
Basically what you've got is, you've got your Great Taste Makes Simple ranch dressing, alright, which is a garlic and herb dressing. And then what we would do with that is we put that on some shredded chicken, a nice flatbread, which we're going to do later. But that's just to give you an idea of the garlic and the herb working with the flavours of the herbs. So you'll get all that flavour. You're going to think you're out in Greece now.
Oh, that is definite.
Even if you did that with some kebab meat.
Oh, by the way, yeah.
Yeah, so if you did that with some kebab meat, and you would, again, it's what you're already using in the kitchen anyway, so you'd have a bit of kebab. Now you could then do shredded chicken, add it in flatbread with your chips, and do a nice little Greek gyro.
That is delicious. No, that's really nice actually. Anyway, to get that on some chicken.
And the good thing is that's allergen free as well.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to, if you were going to do like a, you could do a take if you were serving up, say, for say plant-based vegan, and you were going to do like a bit of a take with like, it's not chicken but chicken product, it would work the exact same way. But for me, that's your base. So as long as you have that sort of Mediterranean, you can then put that on all your flatbreads, add a little bit, get the reason.
For me, red onion just always seems to add a wee bit of something that's just got that bit more kind of punch to it.
The thing is, if we used that wouldn't work. That's your dry onions, you know, your crispy onions.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work in the, you need that red onion.
Aye.
And traditionally, when you go out and have a Greek salad, it's tomato, cucumber, feta, lettuce, and the red onion put through. So that's going to be your sort of basis for it. The only thing missing off of that is a slice of lemon. You know, but again, you could, you know, it depends how far you want to take it in terms of authenticity.
Yeah, of course.
You know, but the reality is, you're busy. You can't get too authentic when you're 20 people deep, you know, coming out your door, and it's like gyro, 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 you know, bang. But that is just to give you the idea of what that flavour, why that, for me.
Do you know what's strange for me on this? The ranch dressing on its own, so obviously we've been using it for a wee while. Enrico loves it.
Yeah.
See, as a dip, I'm not massive on it. Like, I don't really like, not this stuff, I just mean ranch in general. It's not for me. But now I've tried it in there, it tastes completely different.
Right, I'll give you different now. Have we got a wee mixing bowl?
See that on a mix, can I have like chicken tikka and doner meat? Oh wow, this is brutal, man. I'm trying to be healthy. So what is this, like a kind of like a pakora kind of dip?
Well, you were just saying that you don't like the ranch on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you try it with a bit of mint through it, this is going to be a real fresh blast. You're going to
Right.
real. I mean, again, if it was me, I'd be doing this with your pakora.
Yeah.
I'll shut up.
Yeah,
I mean, that's all
so
that
it does
is.
have a kind of, it has a kind of look at like a pakora sauce about it.
Yeah, so what we're saying is, you could then use it again. You see, I love mint. I mean, just by adding a bit of mint into that, you've now got yourself a nice little homemade pakora sauce.
That would be nice with a bit of, with a bit of chicken pakora. Or
Yeah.
chicken tikka. This is the winner already.
I would just get yourself, get people used to coming in and buying a Greek gyro.
Yeah, aye. But I've not tried the rest of them, but for me that's the winner already.
Yeah, what other ones
Aye.
you do? You can introduce then another one. You can do a mango curry.
that's
one.
amazing.
You know,
Push them.
push them and push them. Because if you go all guns out from the blast, you know, you can
You want to get the right first, don't you? So if you get that the basic one right, and then you can start.
That's it. So that's what we'll do.
The gherkins back in and add them to the burgers and stuff, I think would be a real. And then back on the burger fries and stuff like that.
I'm thinking what we do is you then get your chips, yeah, down the side.
That's a good looking potato actually.
Fresh chips.
That's a good looking potato.
So I'm looking
That
at
one just
that.
fish.
Might actually be, yeah.
I think she's still working. Sorry.
Let's go.
Fucking shut.
Right.
Let's go for 4.
So I just stick the ranch on like that. Yeah.
Aye.
Liven it up at the end. See, down in London, when I'm out and about, that's how they serve them. They don't fold them. So literally what you do is you would just pick it up.
It's up to you, whatever you do with it.
You can,
Yeah.
or what, but I mean, that is how you would serve it up.
Yeah.
And it's as easy as that. I mean, what I want you to do is I want you to then,
Try and fold it.
but I want you to actually, take a good bite out of it when you put the chicken, the chips and everything together.
It's got to be
So you'll,
Tuck it in.
Oh, it's going to be fucking roasting.
you'll see I get how easy and what was said about the flavour. It's just it's good street food.
Once all that stuff was cooked, that took seconds.
That is it.
Right.
So the thing
Let me
is,
make
you
sure we
get
get-
chips.
Make sure we get right in there, get right in about the chicken as well. Although this is going to be fucking roasting. Right, you ready? Quite a good mouthful for it.
What's the verdict?
So simple.
So simple, so
Oh.
tasty. I mean, the only thing
Really
that we
good.
were saying missing is a wee bit of lemon, but
For me, if I was getting something like this, I would add a hint of like sweet chilli sauce or something. If I were to get a gyros, I usually go for a wee bit of something a wee bit spicier, as well as the ranch.
But let's try another one using the chick sauce. So we've got the chicken there, we've got the chips, so we did, but it's using the same basis. So again, you've got your little bit of mulch, like a bit of mise en place. So again, mint, gherkin, lettuce, nothing more, nothing less. Just spread it across the base. I always think if you put it out on the edges, because if you have it on the edges, that's what people see. I mean, I love this combination we're going to do now with the chick sauce and the sour cream.
Chick sauce and sour
Yeah,
cream.
you've got to have the sour in with it. You'll see why. Right.
I know you love it, aye. Everything he gets involved in the sour cream. He must be on commission for it.
Sour cream. But we'll make a nice wee dressing out of this. But if you took this then, say, with the chick. See, the chick one it's got a really high level of acidity. So it's like really sharp, it's like wow, it's like honey, mustard, barbecue. Then if you put the sour cream through it, the sour cream then acts as it takes away that bitterness.
Bitterness?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Suddenly you've got this whole flavour combination going on. So, there's your, and then what we'll do is
And what is the chick sauce?
honey, mustard and barbecue, ranch dressing and mayonnaise.
That's what it is.
It's 5 different things.
Right, okay.
So that's your chick sauce. And then
Honey,
what I do is
mustard on.
I put a wee bit of sour on it like that.
Right.
Yep. And then we'll take a wee bit of onion. Again, for me the onion goes on all your flatbreads. Just that little, there's colour as well.
I think so, yeah.
See, straight away you've got a nice bit of colour going on.
Yeah.
You might even want to chuck a wee bit of gherkin. You know, just again, gherkin, when you try the gherkin in with the chick sauce, you'll get why. The only thing we're missing is a wee bit of tin foil. We'll just put this underneath it. Again, it's just so we've got the proper, this is how you would do it. Yeah, but that is a nice combination. There you go. £6.95 please.
We get some of the good sauce.
So we get it out. It's not complicated. It's that. The only hard part with this is prep.
That's nice. I think it works really well.
They've been gentle with the sauce. I just think with that you've just got the chick sauce works so well with the chicken because it's that breaded sort of chicken that you got.
Yeah.
You need the chick sauce just bounces off of it and a little bit of sour cream. If you weren't using the sour, you could just use the ranch. See?
Kind of like I don't know, it's kind of like a burgery sauce. That's the kind of impression I'm getting from it. It's a bit like
it's
tang.
a chicken burger sauce.
Yeah.
If you did it with beef burger, it wouldn't be the same. Whereas when you do it with chicken,
It's got a wee bit of
Chick
like
sauce
sweetness
what?
to it, but a wee bit of like a tang. Like, it's really nice actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right, have we got more chicken on the go? Right, what we'll do is, let's do another flatbread, but let's do a mango curry one. Oh,
That sounds good. So Danny's came up with a country burger, he's called it. So Danny, what have we got on this?
Whatever you want, the Western country burger, let's go for it. So, prime burger,
Yep.
chipotle mayonnaise, Alfie's barbecue sauce, crispy jalapenos.
Crispy jalapenos. I've not tried a crispy jalapeno.
No cheese for the no cheese lovers out there.
Alright, good. Oh, that sauce.
that chipotle barbecue.
No,
What do you want?
chipotle mayo and barbecue sauce just
Together?
yeah, just together.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's fine, mate. That chipotle mayo and barbecue together is unbelievable.
So that's the barbecue with the
Yeah,
chipotle.
with chipotle mayo, yes.
Chipotle. So that's those two.
Wow.
Nice little combination.
Right, I don't need combination. Never think to try that.
So,
I like
something
crispy jalapeno.
Western, would you get away with the yellows, but something that's on trend with everything being country and everybody loving Yellowstone. You guys currently don't have this just now, so just give them a wee try and let me know what you think.
We don't have it.
No, I don't think so. It's just we were talking about loaded fries, and the thing is, one of the ones that you can use.
Is that a mix or something?
It's
The bacon,
so it's
the
a
onion,
standard sauce, it's
sour cream.
chipotle barbecue.
Danny was making
So it's barbecue sauce with just some bits of chipotle pepper through it. So it's a standalone product from chipotle mayonnaise.
So you'd scoop out the potato,
And yeah,
mash it up with the
so
Right.
that's your spicy, warm barbecue
the
sauce.
cheese, and then you put it back into the big
It's a bit like Korean, but it's got another wee like level of kick to it.
Again,
most
it's
people
that,
just take a bit of
that
potato
sort
current,
of
put it in the middle and stick
Western
stuff
influence as opposed to your Korean being your Eastern flavours.
in. The other one, if you
It's got a really nice, like, packs a right good kick.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
lovely.
but this, with the chicken, the chips, absolutely. Right, so
already sent my
same chicken, is that K-Pack chicken? Yeah. There we are, so we're selling up Mr. O'Brien's shredded K-Pack. Special mention for K-Pack on the video, yes. Rich sauces do support K-Pack.
Because the products complement each other so well.
You take your mango curry,
It's not
Yep.
chipotle barbecue, it's just the two sauces.
it's your mango curry,
The crispy jalapenos on it.
and then what we're going to do is we're going to take the ranch,
Oh.
Yeah.
which is your garlic and herb. So again,
onions.
the mint's already in the base. That's your garlic herb.
yeah.
Again, when you're out for an Indian, you like the mint with the pakora.
There's no acid coming out
So
of them.
all the flavours, I think this one will work really well with where you are.
Yeah.
Because I think people around here, Danny is a big fan of a curry, loves that whole flavour profile. Again, just at the last minute, a little bit of onion. I think this will be the winner.
Yeah. I'm already liking the look of this bad
I
boy.
might even chuck a few wee bits of tomato. Just again, colour.
Very Greek.
Because if you're doing it open,
Yeah.
this is what you're seeing. So as the customer's standing there
So you
watching
think
us-
if you were to sell this, right? So we use these kind of
That's
tubs,
the
right?
guy.
So you'd stick that maybe within the foil at the bottom, in there, like that,
So take it, yeah,
just like that.
bang,
Yeah.
straight in.
Simple.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Now that you can enjoy.
I think so. See the smells coming for that.
Because you've got
Oh, I wish you could smell that. Honestly, the smell coming for that mango and the ranch mixed. Oh, yeah.
mint, onion.
Just got a bit of everything right. Hold on. You'd have think my third attempt I'd have nailed this, but there's too much going on. Right, here we go.
There we go.
Yeah, right, make sure we get it right in there.
Straight in.
Oh wow. Straight away.
Good.
That went amazing. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not even having to try it because I already know that the flavour will work with what we're doing here in terms of just like from experimentation before.
You're going to love that, Enrico. You're going to love that.
I think that here might be the one you want to use.
Oh.
That and a Greek.
Yeah.
So you can have a Greek and then would you get away with calling it an Indian round here or not?
Yeah.
You know when people come in and they look at the menu board, they just want it to be, I'll have 2 of that, 1 of that. So it's like, I'll have 2 Indian, 3 Greek.
Have we just got a Greek gyros and an Indian gyros? That's simple.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I would keep it to that because the Indian one, that for me.
Oh, the curry is amazing.
But see, the thing is, when you come to the winter, what you would do is you'd take the mango curry and you'd actually cook yourself a wee pot of, get some chicken and do like
Yeah.
a nice.
It does. It tastes like in some sort of curry. It would be amazing.
Love it. But as a dip, as a sauce,
I find it as a dip, and I really liked it as a dip. I think with our
put that in my
with our nuggets,
What do you do, a fish one?
that's unreal.
Wow. Good. But we've got everything we need here. We just need a wee bit of lettuce, which we'll take. Get rid of that. So, of course, Danny bought some pre-prep shredded, chopped in it. And then, my thing with this one, if we treat this a bit like, say, a prawn cocktail,
Right. Okay.
lettuce, tomato, cucumber, your fish, and then the sauce. Again, it doesn't need overcomplicated in my opinion.
No.
So I mean, all we're going to do is, if I would do this, I'd take some parsley.
Right. Okay.
We're not going to piss around with it. We're just going to scatter some in there.
You can tell he's a chef. You can tell. You can tell he's not used to working in a chippy.
I wouldn't get time to do this on a Saturday night with 60 people hanging out the door. Where the fuck's that gyro?
Oh no, I'm just cutting up my parsley.
See that there though, if you were doing the baked potatoes, which we're thinking about, that with tuna.
Oh really?
Yeah, well, all day long.
As in mix it with the tuna rather than a
Put the
normal meal.
Put that in with your tuna, some diced onion. I mean, the way I used to do a baked potato, I used to love things like sweet corn, peppers, onion. You bulk it out.
Yeah.
If you were just doing tuna,
What do you call that? Like a tuna crunch or something like that?
yeah, that's exactly what. When we first started with Richmond, 13 years ago, where the development chef, you could make a great coleslaw. That's what you used to get shown.
Right.
Mayonnaise, carrots, cabbage. Wow.
That
And
was
then,
it.
then if you passed the slaw challenge, you then got, you stepped up to doing, like you say, we're going to do some tuna crunch.
Oh wow.
And then it was like taco mayonnaise with tuna and some diced peppers.
There you go.
And that was a step up. But all joking aside, it works really well with seafood.
Right.
I mean, do you know what really would work with it? I'm so tempted to put the mango curry over that bit of fish.
Oh, I can imagine mango curry with the fish would be amazing actually.
And
Yeah.
again, you would then still be sticking to
You would go with that?
that for all your flatbreads.
Yeah.
That to me, that's your base. Coriander, mint, lettuce, cucumber and a wee bit of chopped gherkin. Yeah, and then I just use that on everything you do. I mean, the reason we're using parsley is because parsley goes well with fish.
Well, let's phone Jim Martin and ask him.
Because we know this is going to work well in terms of the flavours.
We just hope it doesn't see. Let's just hope he doesn't see that.
Oh, I want it on the telly.
Stuart before.
Jim here. I want to do like tours of Spain and stuff like that with him, man. Guy lives a life, but I want it. I don't know.
Fucking what about a barbecue at the back of his wee two-seater convertible?
Mate, that's a mini.
Set up.
Can't even get George Foreman in that.
I think this is where that's where this channel and content needs to go, Enrico. It needs to go to Italy. We need to go back to the roots. That's what we need to do.
Oh, we should do that, mate.
That's what we need to do.
Get us one of them old chucked up vans, you know, and when you're out touring around in Italy.
Aye, that's what we need to do. Yeah, there needs to be a Colbeck representative there. What's the batter doesn't it? It needs to go. It needs to go back to the roots, back to Italy, back to where this all started.
Perfecto.
I think we just about got to Newcastle in time, so I'm going to Italy.
What did you think of Newcastle?
It's actually a good night out, actually, didn't it?
That's that was something else. See, because there's one football team.
Oh, mate, that's what they have. You know, that's what I said to Callum. Like my Callum. It's just unfortunate. Callum was going to try and come up, but so I don't know if you've met Callum. Callum's our purchasing manager.
Right.
Fire in a couple of years.
Here we go. Ready, Cal? Treat with us back in the old
What we'll do one with
Try and do something.
mango curry.
I'm up for that, Stuart, because that mango curry's involved. I'll try to get just a bit of fish. Oh, by the way. Yeah.
Basically, that to me is like, it's almost like a modern prawn cocktail. You say, I
It's
take the
actually,
prawn
it's like
cocktail.
a prawn cocktail, Guinness.
Yeah. What we'll try is, we'll do a mango curry one.
Okay.
Right, with the same again, the fish goujons. So you've got, no, you're alright.
No,
You got yours.
no.
So we'll put that.
What's a pickle store?
Pickled slaw. Pickled slaw.
We'll do a wee bit of onion.
That cheese.
Amazing. Taco meal with fish, good afford it.
And it's the
Good afford it.
See, when you're over in Ireland, people go to the chippers and they have plastic taco chips, which is your chips with a ladle full of bolognese, cheese, and then a big dirty dollop of taco mayonnaise on the top.
We do that with chili, to be fair.
They will travel all around Ireland to find a good taco chips, and they pay silly money.
Right. Is it you, I think it's your taco they use.
Well, in most places, yeah, especially in the north, you know, the more where the factory is. But see
I
this,
forget you guys are actually from Ireland, aren't you?
so for us,
So how did you get into this, Stuart? Like this rich sauces and this kind of industry? You said you were a chef, worked in kitchens.
I was fortunate because one of my suppliers, there was a wholesaler called Francis Nichols, which is now Dole Fruit and Veg.
Right, okay, yeah.
But back when I started, they were called Francis Nichols. It was a division of them, and the sales manager in Cardiff, he said to me one day, he said, if you ever decide to come out of the kitchen, he said, give me a shout. And I was like, you know, I was working for ICI at the time, industrial catering, best job ever, 6:30 start, 2:30 finish, weekends off, good money because I worked for ICI. But then with everything, they go private, they go contract.
Okay.
Contractor came in and said, well, you were on this, you're now going to be on this. No chance. I'd rather get out. Pissed off to Crete for a month with my redundancy, came back, because as a chef you get a job anywhere. And that wholesale rep had said to me, he said, give us a shout if you're in a bit of a loose end. So sure enough, gave him a call. He said, I think you could cut it in the sales world. He said, you know, he said, how would you fancy giving it a go? And I said, well, I'm not doing anything. So, company car, phone and all this stuff, that's just great. And a wage as well, bloody hell. But all I was doing was going out and selling fruit and veg, mayonnaise, fine cheeses to chefs.
Right.
And ultimately it was just using experience. You know, so you were, it's like you guys when you do your podcast, you know what you're talking about. It's not like you're talking about a different industry, you're talking about something that you're passionate about. So when you're passionate, people buy from people.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, I believe this guy, he's so when I go and see the chefs at these 5-star hotels, 4-star hotels, you know, I talk to them about things like Cesanani and Kinton, which would be like the training book that we all learnt when we did our 706-1 and 706-2 City Guilds.
Right.
But you can sell the chefs that are actually real chefs because they'll understand this. And if they don't, it's like you've never really done any classical training, have you? Because my classical training was the ski and do in Glasgow.
All right, okay.
That's what I trained. It was the school of hard knocks. It was like, you know, boy, men. You know, I mean, I came from a wee village, Blainfield, Strathblane, so of course for me, you're going into this world of like, you know, nutters. You know, I mean, this isn't like home economics at school. This is a totally different world.
This is the real world.
Yeah, the real world, you know. That's your mango curry sauce.
Yep.
Yep. With your fish, goujongs, your fresh fish, your chips.
Couldn't do that with frozen fish. It has to be fresh fish. You can't get away with that with frozen fish.
No,
Not the
You
same.
can't be defrosted.
I'm going to turn into some mango curry mixed with ranch in a minute as well.
Absolutely raging. I can go in the mango curry.
Oh, by the way, I absolutely love that mango curry. Like, it's unbelievable.
If it's me, I just go traditional Greek and I do an Indian with the mango. That's how I'd start it.
Yeah.
And then from there, you can maybe ask your customers, maybe write down 3 or 4 others that you're thinking about doing,
Yeah.
and then maybe introduce like a monthly special. But you see, the beauty for me is, because how passionate you are about what you do, the batter, if you think about it, that's your batter, that's your fish, that's your chips, and all you've done is you've pimped it, you've pimped it up to say street food, doing a modern taking a Greek driver. And I think that could be why did you do this?
Just for doing it voice.
You know, because you wanted to introduce a little bit of handheld street food. You imagine if you've got your localised right here working on an route builders,
Oh, that one, sorry.
and they want snack to go. That and a bottle of pop, what would you sell? $6.95? I don't know.
So good.
That's your fish.
That
and your chips.
mango curry is unbelievable.
3 mates at the fryer, award winners, no liar. Crispy tails around the vat. What's the batter? You're up to bat. Behind the scenes,